Where to live in Montrose, California. So you're thinking about moving here. It's kind of nice. It's a little close to LA, but you still want to feel a little away from the hustle and bustle of the LA lifestyle. Then Montrose is for you. This unincorporated part of Los Angeles County is just 13 miles north of downtown LA and is governed by the City of Glendale. People choose to live in Montrose for its small town feel, family-friendly community, and award-winning schools. You can hit both the beach and the slopes from this location all in the same day, or you can just stay here and enjoy all that Montrose and La Crescenta has to offer. There are many different neighborhoods around Montrose, and here are some of my personal faves. Can't wait to share them with you. The first spot is historic Old Town Montrose. When Montrose was developed way back in 1912, the streets were laid out in a pattern of a mountain rose. People thought this was done on purpose because from the air, the shape of the streets looked like a flower. The truth is, the streets were planned and laid out in that pattern months before the name Montrose was even selected. None of the marketing material mentions a floral pattern, but they do say circular pattern of boulevards, giving it a park-like effect. It is certainly possible that the pattern of the streets inspired people to submit the name Montrose, and it's possible that the judges made the same connection. Related to this, Montrose means pink mountain in French. The homes within the historic district are all small, over 100 years old, yet most are replaced today with apartment buildings or condos now. But the location is divine because it is walking distance to all great things in Montrose. Even today, Montrose is referred to as Main Street, USA because of its many privately owned businesses that have been here for generations. Coffee houses, bakeries, restaurants, ice cream shop, boba tea, pizza, hair salons, day spas. They're all within blocks of your front door. Plus, the one big caveat that everyone loves is the Montrose Harvest Market, which is our beloved farmers market. That happens every Sunday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., rain or shine. Next on the list, and just south of Honolulu Avenue and historic Old Town Montrose, is Sparr Heights. Sparr Heights was developed by William Sparr, who, after seeing the success of the business growth on Honolulu Avenue, ripped out his fruit trees and grapevines to divide his land into residential lots in the 1920s. Unfortunately, the Great Depression put William Sparr's plans on pause, but back in the 40s, most of the Sparr Heights homes were built and remain standing today. They give an idyllic charm and a great presence in this neighborhood. This is the Mayberry part of Montrose. Tree-lined streets, dotted with the classic old school street lights. There are still block parties every 4th of July, every Memorial Day weekend, and also the Sparr Heights Community Center across the street from the elementary school, Fremont, which everybody loves and adores. That's the go-to place for anything social in Sparr Heights. It also is on the top 10 list neighborhoods for the best places to trick-or-treat in LA. Just east of Sparr Heights and south of Montrose Community Park is Montecito Park neighborhood. These homes on meandering streets and large lots have massive oak trees and dense foliage. One of my friend's home even has a bridge over a creek to get to her front door. You'll see all kinds of architectural styles from Spanish, Cape Cod, traditional, and California ranch. No two homes are alike, making this neighborhood feel timeless. It almost gives the impression of like when you go to meet the parents' house, you're at the parents' house. Next is Oakmont. This neighborhood is just off of Country Club Drive and just east of the Verdugo Wash. These homes are stately here and have amazing views of the foothills. The homes near the Oakmont Country Club, which was built in 1922, are very stately and classic LA architecture with Spanish, colonial, and Tudor styles. When the hills above the Country Club were developed, there were more mid-century style builds in the 50s and 60s, but then in the 80s and 90s, we got some really big mansions that are quite impressive. This neighborhood's great if you want the best of both worlds. Be close to downtown Glendale and north to Montrose, La Crescenta. The last neighborhood on the list is Whiting Woods. I call this area the secret of Montrose and La Crescenta. Accessible by one street over a bridge, Whiting Woods is a hidden treasure. Large terrace lots with 100-year oak trees, wide streets, and lots of privacy between the homes. These homes were built in the 50s and 60s, so these are mid-century aficionados like dream. These houses are amazing. They all just have views, you have foothills, and you have tons of privacy. If you want to feel worlds away from it all, Whiting Woods is your happy place. These are my favorite places in and around Montrose, California. If one of them speaks to you, I'd be happy to help you find your next place to call home. Hit the subscribe button to find out more about life in Montrose, California. I'm Nicole with Think Real Estate. Happy to help.